All right, you guys, we are back. So, all right, a couple articles to cover, so let's move on. We'll start with this first article. So let's get going. Let me pull up a new browser tab. Okay. All right, let me stop the music for a second. We have an article to cover, so here we go. First up on our agenda, let me change the scene, of course. And here we go. First up, we have this article. I have two chats showing. All right, there we go. This should be correct. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We have an article. Let me turn off the sponsor, move this somewhere else. Wait, where what am I missing? No, that looks okay, right? Actually, let me move this down here so it's not in the way of chat. Okay. First article we have: Alice Lee breaks Carissa Yip's record, becomes the youngest American female IM. Okay, so this is pretty big news actually within the US, probably not getting as much coverage as it should, but nonetheless, here we go. This is an article by Al Lawrence. Okay, editors note the story first ran in April 2023 issue of Chess Like Kids magazine. We are republishing it here now because on June 11th 2023, WIM Alice Lee indeed broke IM Carissa Yip's record to become the youngest American female player in history to earn the IM title. Consider becoming a US chess member for more content. Oh, whatever. Okay, nobody cares. All right. 13-year-old WIM Alice Lee of Minnesota is out to smash an all-time American chess record. Since learning the game from her dad at only 6 years old, Alice has already set USA records, becoming a national master NM at age 10 and a women international master WIM at 12. Along the way, she's also won the World Championship gold medal in 3 different World Youth divisions. But most people at her school don't know about her chess achievement. She's humble about her success and likes being under the radar. All right, fair enough. Biggest challenge so far: she's readying herself for a big step up, the overall international master title, IM. It's the second highest ranking in chess behind only the grandmaster title. There are fewer than 4,000 IMs of any age in the entire world. Fewer than 130 are females. And that's actually kind of insane, isn't it? 4,000 IMs and only 130 females. Like, as a percentage, what is that? Like, that's very little, right? 130 divided by 4,000. That is less. That's like just over 3% of 3% of IMs are female. 3.25%. That is insane. 130 are female out of 4,000. That sort of is just insane. Just insane. Nothing else needs to be said. Alice could become America's youngest female ever to become an IM, breaking a record set by one of Alice's chess heroes, IM Carissa Yip of Boston. Yip set the record at 16 years old when she was about 3 years older than Alice Lee is now. Now, that's actually also insane that the record in the US was 16 years old versus 13 or 14. That's just insane. All right. Lee competing against, okay, that's just a picture. To become an IM, a player must have a very high rating and earn 3 separate norms, earning each norm by winning lots of games in special tournaments that include those who have already earned their IMs. Alice is on a tear. Recently, she made her second IM norm, winning 5 games in a row against a tough field in St. Louis and taking first place. Alice doesn't set out to win every game and doesn't pay attention to winning streaks. Every game means something. I just play one game at a time and try to play my best chess every game. It's good to have respect for all your opponents. Okay. A tag along who lost to everyone. Alice wasn't always a champ. When she was in first grade, she started going to the school chess club as a tag along with her brother who was in 5th grade. I lost to everyone, she laughed. Hundreds of games, but she kept playing and getting better. I didn't have a real chess coach until I was rated around 1700 when I was 7 years old. Or around 1700 when I was 7 years old. She began working with GM Dmitry Gurevich. He's a really good coach. He helped me improve 500 points in a few years. Very, very nice to see that that Dmitry is still very active as a coach, and he's helped her a lot getting to the IM level. This is Alice Lee. She now holds the record as the youngest American international master, or youngest female international master in history. To be clear, we're talking about the male title of international master, but she's the youngest American female to have ever gotten this title at 14 years old. Okay. The long forced timeout caused by COVID-19 made it tough for young chess players to keep in practice. When tournaments started again, I dropped 20 rating points. It took a few months for me to keep improving. She works on chess 1 to 2 hours every day and spends even more time preparing when an upcoming tournament is near. Chess Tempo is a good online training site. Alice also liked chess.com's Puzzle Rush. It's fun. My coach sends me positions from games and I look at them because they're interesting, but it's my mom who watches a webcast of top tournaments. But first and foremost, one thing that's not clear about Puzzle Rush is that she's saying traditional Puzzle Rush tactics or the timed one, which is not actually very conducive to improving at chess. Unclear. All right. Okay. Everyone in her family has earned a US chess rating, but at first, her mom and dad, both university professors, were surprised at Alice's success. It seemed like her older brother Lyndon was a chess player and Alice was just tagging along, her mom Vanessa said. But by 10, she was competing with the top juniors. Lyndon, a chess master, also 2200, and Alice's biggest hero and booster, helped her analyze her games. Both Alice and Lyndon are math whizzes as well, winning competitions. He's now busy going to college at Yale. Mom and dad travel with Alice to her tournaments, but often have to take turns staying with her because of their busy teaching schedule. Someone's talking about ketchup. Is this ice cream? This looks like ketchup in... No, this isn't ice cream. This looks like New England clam chowder, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know why you would put ketchup in clam chowder. That being said, I don't have any ketchup, so I actually get my barbecue sauce to eat with my sweet potatoes. So give me 1 second while I pour some barbecue sauce on my sweet potatoes. Delicious. There we go. Excellent. Is that ice cream? That looks like doesn't that look like New England clam chowder? That doesn't look like ice cream. That looks like clam chowder. Or wait, Alice and her brother enjoy ice cream? What? I'm a little confused. Ketchup and ice cream is not something I'm familiar with. I'm curious what Gordon Ramsay would have to say. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, chess is art, her mom said. It requires new ways of figuring out how to solve a problem. It's fun for me to watch. Alice gets a lot of enjoyment from her games. Chess is a great tool to build character and find community. All right. Okay. It took lots of help. The whole family is grateful to the chess community. We've benefited from the support of many, many people, her mom, Vanessa, said. The chess community in Minnesota was fantastic. Alice agrees. The Chess Castle of Minnesota provided a really good community that motivated me. Support from US Chess and the St. Louis Chess Club was also crucial. And this year, Alice was selected for a US Chess Trust Sanford Fellowship. That support definitely helped me play many more out-of-state tournaments that I wouldn't have been able to go to. It's also given me motivation to be recognized along with some of the other young Sanford winners like Carissa Yip and GM Chris for you. She is, I believe, 14 years old if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now, besides seeking titles, Alice works to encourage other young girls to play chess. One of the barriers is that there aren't too many female players. She co-hosts with FM Mike Klein a chesskid.com webcast called Alice's Pawn Palace. It's watched by kids all over the world. Hopefully, it engages more people to play the game and enjoy it. And every week last fall, Alice taught about 30 young girls in a nonprofit program, the Unruly Queens, led by WIM Ellen Wang. As for her chess goals, I'm hoping I can reach the level of some of my chess heroes. I'd like to become an inspiration to young girls taking up chess, just like WGM Jennifer Shahade, WGM Jennifer Yu, Carissa Yip, and I Am Annie Wang have been to me. All right. Postscript. On June 11th, 2023, Alice Lee earned her third and final IM norm thanks to her performance at the Canadian Transnational Tournament, which was held in Montreal. The tournament only broadcasts the top boards, meaning we do not have the scores for wins over GM's Archers Nixons and Bator Sambuev, but we do have one of her 4 additional draws against a Grandmaster, in which she plays a series of simple, logical moves to totally maintain equality on the Black 7 opening that experienced players often use to grind down less experienced opposition. Now, most importantly, she got the title of IM at the age of 14, youngest female ever. I think if she can get there in the next, if she can improve enough in the next 9 to 10 months, she does have a shot to potentially become the youngest ever female grandmaster. I think Hu Yifan holds that current record at something like 14 years and 9 months. I can obviously check. Let me check quickly. GM title, how old? Yeah, Hu Yifan got it at 14 years, 6 months. So it's kind of unlikely she'll get to the youngest grandmaster, but if she does keep improving, she has 6 months to potentially smash the record for the youngest female to ever get the grandmaster title, which would obviously be very, very big as well. So I was close. Yeah, 14.6, 14 years, 6 months. So that's the first article that we wanted to cover. We have a couple of other stuff. Yeah, this is another important article, which actually is much more about the state of mind, whether it's tennis or chess, as opposed to anything else. So we'll cover this too. Let me adjust the scene. How do I adjust this? Let's see. Okay. Let me change this. Okay, here we go. All right, next article that we have, this is an article about why is there a video playing? I don't know why there's a video playing, but anyway, this is a video, of course, about this is about the Greek player Stefanos Tsitsipas. Okay, they said what? The serial reimaginings of Stefanos Tsitsipas. The Greek player philosopher has a deep connection with Roland Garros, but is letting go. Letting go there the key to breaking through? Okay, interview in Paris with Stefanos Tsitsipas. It's a cleansing of the soul. It's just like in life. You let the old pass and you just start with the new. Clay is a spiritual type of surface. Let's call it that way. It definitely is. Okay. Stefanos Tsitsipas, number 5 seed at Roland Garros, responding to a reporter's question about the way the courts are swept and water between sets. Now that's like way too much. I'm gonna be honest, like that's way too deep. Like a cleansing of the soul. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it is what it is. My capacity is big and grand, Tsitsipas declared shortly before the tournament began. I can feel it. It's only fitting that Tsitsipas would, and I'll tell you guys why I'm reading this article in a second. You're probably wondering, why am I reading a tennis player or a tennis article? It's only fitting that Tsitsipas would assign the red clay courts at Roland Garros an ineffable quality, given how diligently he's labored to win on that rust-colored battleground. And like the courts of which he spoke so lovingly, Tsitsipas has been good at wiping the slate clean and starting afresh. The flamboyant 24-year-old from Greece lost the 2021 Roland Garros final Novak Djokovic after leading 2-0, but back in the round of 16 for the 5th consecutive year, he's communicating as happily with those mysterious courts as he is with the world press. Tsitsipas has just lost one set in the always jitter-inducing first round so far in this edition of Roland Garros. With 3 rounds done, he led all comers at 2 key categories, 138 winners, and first serves won 79%. He was second in net points won and third in break point conversion, 45%. He's on a quarterfinal collision course with Spanish sensation and top seed Carlos Alcaraz, but he's cool with it, as some comments he made earlier in the week of tennis. Now, the reason I'm covering this is not because I'm a big tennis fan, which I am, but because it's about the mindset and philosophy. Okay. I had a practice session with Carlitos the other day. Tsitsipas explained. I threw in a thank you just randomly, but I don't know if he understood that or not. I owe a lot to Carlitos because he's such a breath of fresh air in the fact that he's on the tour. He's so competitive, and yet he always has a smile on his face and so much charisma to him and so much positive energy that he distributes. Last year during preseason, I was like, I want to apply that more into my game too. Okay. Is this the same dude who periodically spars with Daniil Medvedev, who was called out by model sportsman Andy Murray for taking an extra long bathroom break during their long battle at the 2021 US Open? I think he's a brilliant player, but I lost respect for him, Murray told reporters. He was also accused by generational rival Alexander Zverev and too many others to count of accepting clandestine coaching from his father, repeatedly in defiance of ATP rules. All right. Okay, Tsitsipas hasn't flat out said that he turned over a new leaf, but he's proving to be a man who sees his career as a journey of self-discovery and serial reimaginings. Now, I will actually point this out. The reason being that I want to cover this is I actually feel the exact same way about chess. It's like, it's all a journey, like it's all a process, and you have to reimagine it in order to win. You can see it in the humility with which he described his interaction with Alcaraz, the apparent truce with Medvedev, the abstract ruminations that contain a strong whiff of Eastern philosophy. In all this, Tsitsipas is becoming the current generation's version of another long-haired heartthrob who loved the red clay and performed magic on it with spectacular one-handed backhand. Humility? Yeah. Exactly, yeah. I don't actually know where this is going, so I think I'm gonna stop. Good tennis. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, I thought there was more to this. I forgot why exactly I wanted to cover that article, but it was on my list of stuff to cover. And now let's